The patent office has said that, inventors need to be human. So if it's pure AI, you will not be able to patent that. AI is everywhere, right? And so you'll see that AI is now a layer above of what other people have done in the past. Now, what we find is that in most cases, the AI is your wingman. It's your co-pilot, right? So what do I mean by that? The AI simplifies a task so that it points the human to a particular new discovery faster. In the case of a drug discovery process, you have billions of compounds that could be interacting with each other. And so what AI does is they reduce that pool down to maybe a few thousand that you have to validate and experiment, right? And then find the working compounds for drugs. So AI is in that case your wingman. It helps reduce the search space for the human. And once the human isolates a particular compound that is efficacious, that is the subject of a new patent application by which the human is an inventor. So if a new invention is done purely by AI, you cannot get a patent on that. But you can use AI tools to narrow down and to improve the efficacy of the solution, and that shouldn't be a problem. We are currently using AI in that in exactly the manner that we just discussed, which is AI is an enabling tool to help us cut costs and get things done quickly. Having said that, AI is not allowed to run uncontrolled. So, historically, patent lawyers work by typing things into a typewriter, right? And then the computer came along and we have what is called word processor, right? And back in the 60s, that was new technology. So, do you consider the word processor a form of AI where it's generating the text of the application, or is it really the work of the lawyer? So as we come now to the age of AI, when it's actually generating the text of that, we believe that it's still AI is just a co-pilot, a wingman for lawyers, where they can deploy that to write faster, to describing the diagrams in a quicker way. But in the end, everything is controlled by a lawyer. So, and the inventions, of course, are invented by humans. So what we do is we just simply take the drawings and the technical description by the inventor and then applying AI to organize those and then to flow the textual flow of it so that the English comes out much better. And that's what the large language models are really pretty good at, is they can take, texts that aren't quite logical and flowing together, and they can turn that into a very flowing text for people to read, and that's the strength. And so we use that to then describe the patent application much quicker and much faster, and saves the client money. And it enables us lawyers to focus on the strategic skills of what to think about the patent rather than the logistical skills of being a technical writer. Right. That's, to me, that's the equivalent of telling an accountant to go back to use a calculator instead of using a spreadsheet. The accountants aren't designed to be, calculators. They're there to be strategists, to think about, okay, if I do it in a certain way, I'm going to save my client a certain amount of taxes. And so they're more strategic, right? The spreadsheet is simply a tool to enable them to prove their calculations and to validate their thesis. So in a way, AI is exactly the same thing. AI is simply an arm and a leg of lawyers, and nothing more, nothing less.